So yes, I am tired this morning. I feel more like, actually, I should say I feel more well rested than tired. Um, I had yesterday was work-wise kind of silly. I had a day where I thought, oh, I'll just I'll just I'll just fix I'll just change. Oh gosh, now I'm like, what will I do? I'll just do the app media requests and kind of, I have an idea. I have a vision in my head of what I want a small screen to look like, and it's quite different from what I want the desktop to look like. And so I thought, oh, I'll just do that. How hard, it'll be easy. And it is very much something I know how to do. That's the funny thing. And I'm like, gosh darn it. So actually though, okay, I'm going to back up. My tummy's getting a little tight. As far as that stuff goes, the past few days I've worked on things that I thought, oh, I can do this. One of them was, I'm going to blush because I even started writing this, I think, in a little, like a journal, or even maybe it was going to be a blog post. I'm going to blush. There's an artist, and a designer, I think, but an artist, who has a quote about, if you're not deeply ashamed, or something like this, if you're not deeply ashamed about the work you did 6 months ago, something's wrong. And so I love that. And this is a perfect example of that. I thought, oh man, I know so much about performance because I wrote about it a little bit. And oh my goodness, I am so embarrassed because when it came to my own site, I was like, what the heck? Why is it's a teeny site. I know it's not on a great server. I love my hosting company, but I've got the bare bones. It costs me $1.60 a month. So I know it's not super, but then okay, so now I can see the smiles on certain people's, I'm thinking of one person in particular's face, when I was chattering on and on about all this stuff I had learned. And it's funny, anyway, so I went and really fixed the stuff on my own site and learned so much. And I'm right at that lovely moment performance-wise where I know how little I know, and it's embarrassing. And at the same time, I have to admit, man, I learned so much. So the long story long is that my site is now generally around 4.4 seconds to fully load, and which isn't great, but the reasons that are left are so technical that I can't, there's not much I can do. And I believe it has to do, like I was even able to go in and understand a little bit about the Apache. I'm actually really proud of myself. I've got to say, I was very proud of what I learned. And again, though, I'm deeply embarrassed about what I apparently didn't know. Anyway, so I did that though for a couple of days, and then I thought, oh, and I'll just fix what the homepage looks like on the small, especially the homepage looks like on the small screen before you're registered. There's an obvious thing that really doesn't look that great on small screens, and it just but I like it on desktop. So anyway, I thought, how easy. And it was super funny because I just kept, it was just not working. And it's such an easy thing. And I read and read and read, and this time I was like, I just kept reading about it and going, yeah, I do understand, which felt good. I do understand how this works. Anyway, there must be some little piece that I'm missing. I can't think of what it would be, though. Anyway, so that's all I ended up doing yesterday. And so, the day before I learned, okay, so again, deeply embarrassed because I thought deeply embarrassed because I thought I understood this piece. For CSS stuff, And obviously it didn't. And so I spent the day learning about it. And when I say learning, I read, and then I created a little page off to the side of my site, and worked with it for quite a while. And as I was working with it, I was like, I get it. I finally understand. So that felt amazing. And, but I guess I'm going to say quickly, being the impetuous person I am, I'm getting nervous about getting back to work, because I did leave the @media request thing. I did leave it for small screens in an absurd, if it did work, which I couldn't get it to work anywhere, but if it does work, thankfully this isn't public really yet, but it looks absurd, so I have to fix that. And then aside from that, I did 10 hours straight of gingerbread making, which is what I do at this time of year. And I'm going to have to do that as well today. So I better get this over with, kind of. I have been doing a lot of work around getting to a place of having more confidence. I've been noticing again and again this lovely, I need to come up with a better word than entitlement, but it is an entitlement. It's a lovely thing when you watch these. Okay, it's always, man, I have yet to see on video a woman take this attitude, and but I don't want to make it a gender thing. I just think it's a lovely way that certain men, when you just want to encourage them. I mean, they're so confident, and they don't know what they're talking about, and yet I just feel this warm feelings toward them, like, oh man, just go, that's great, just keep going. And they've obviously never been, either they've never been shushed or told they're shrill or whatever, or that they shouldn't speak up, or they just don't listen to that. The one that struck me the most was Bettina Warburg, who I adore, was talking about blockchain technology, this Wired series, to a child, teen, I think college student, graduate student, and expert. And just so happens that the graduate student and expert were both white males. I'm sorry, but they were. So was the teen. But at 13, he didn't. At 13, he was just excited. This is actually interesting. The 13-year-old was just excited, which was infectious. The graduate student, though, I mean, Bettina is obviously more informed. He started telling her how things worked. I was amazed at his confidence. And then the expert, too, he was an expert, he was a historian, and he did know quite a bit, but it was interesting how I liked it. Like, I was just floored. I would have been, and she immediately started questioning and being very nurturing and stuff, but I could also see her smile changed from a genuine smile of enjoying the process to a very fake smile where she was just tolerating him. But I thought that exchange was interesting too, because her tolerating it is probably what he's gotten all his life. Nobody's ever said shh, which if you watch Hillary or other women, the men often shush them, and you have to be so, it's an amazing place to be able to get to not just keep rambling on like this guy was, if people are actively shushing you. It's fascinating. I feel like I need to learn more about that. And I feel like my experience, obviously, has been one of being told to be quiet. And wanting to be quiet, because I really, at my heart, don't enjoy upsetting people. It's funny when I'm going on and on.